Hey guys, this is Daniel with Holistic Solutions. Today we're going to be covering some more functional bodybuilding, how to alter your standard bodybuilding techniques to make them more functional. Typically, when we think about working our chest, there's a couple things that get overlooked in terms of building mass. One of those things is building up the opposing muscle group, which is the traps. And more specifically, the lower portion of the traps almost never gets worked. And that's a common mistake that I see. So a common bodybuilding exercise that you might see is a cable fly. It might look something like this. Alright? Now the problem with that exercise by itself is that it's kind of a missed opportunity for one. This is better than using a machine that might have my back up against something, because at least I'm using some type of stabilization through my core. But by doing it with a single arm version, we get stabilized through the core and also work the obliques at the same time. So it's really kind of a waste of time to be working those exercises separately. Also, in terms of functionality, what we're looking for is what we call force production. So when we talk about force production, we're talking about using groups of muscles together. And in terms of this, particular motion, there's really not a lot of functionality in me doing this, but there might be some functionality in me doing this, and of course in the opposing muscle group as well. So I'm going to show you a routine that I typically do to work out my pecs and my back at the same time using supersets and using a single arm version that's going to work through my anterior and posterior oblique system so that you can build a functional body, increase force production, and build mass at the same time. Alright, so this is what this exercise looks like. Currently I'm using 15 pounds on either side. It's really not necessary to start with an extremely large amount of weight. 15 pounds may even be too much for you to start off with. It's okay to start off with a low weight as long as you're using the right number of reps and you're using good form. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the back muscle because it's going to help me to grow my pec. If I activate that first, it's going to help me to stabilize my shoulder to open my pec up and grow that even more. So I'm going to start with a fly looking like this. I have one leg slightly back and a little slight stagger stance. So as I'm doing this, this leg is actually going to be isometrically sort of dragging back on the floor, and this leg right here is going to be flexing, so it's going to be going this way. And that's going to keep me stabilized as I go through the movement. Alright? Alright, I want to get a nice good posture, straight through the spine, rotate. Really going to the other side. Alright, we're supersetting, so we're immediately going to go into a single arm pec fly. Same thing with the legs. Now we're going to be working the chest. Alright, so that's one set of of what would be quite a number of sets. So usually what I'll do is I will either start from the bottom or start from the top of this this cable row machine, and it has the ability to pull out and raise up in notches. So I'm going to raise it up one more notch, and then I'll repeat until I get to the top of the stack. And that's going to build my chest through the full range of all that it can do, and it's going to move my traps on the back side of me through the full range of what it can do. That way we get a nice balance, anterior and posterior at the same time, and still increase that functionality between the anterior and posterior oblique slings the whole time. All right, this is an excellent workout routine. I highly recommend it for everybody. Thanks for watching.